Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to my channel. So I wasn't sure if I was going to film this video about my garden, but I just get in my head, I think. So I know that some people have these huge, massive gardens and I don't. I just have one small, modest garden bed, but I decided that I wanted to share it with you and share my gardening journey this year. So I wanted to go ahead and show you kind of what my garden looks like. We're gonna get the process started here soon. And yeah, so my garden's over here. Definitely needs a lot of work. Some sort of bug is attacking my head right now. We don't have a big garden, but it's because, let me show you. So we have acres and acres and acres of woods. Just heavily wooded areas. And so we do have a fenced in backyard. It's a fairly modest size, but it is enough that we can do this garden. So let me show you what it looks like. So here is our garden. Obviously, when the year ended last year, well, we just left everything out here to die. So it definitely needs some love, but this is where we're gonna plant everything. And I'm gonna go over all of the plants that I got. But like I said, this is kind of all we can really do because all of our property is wooded except for this area. And even this area poses to be problematic because, let me show you, we have this massive tree. And right now it has no leaves. So right now the garden is nice and sunny, but once that tree gets leaves, this garden is pretty shaded. So I'm lucky to get partial sun out here. So this is what we're gonna be working with, but I'm gonna show you the plants that I bought yesterday. And yeah, we will go look at those. But I wanted to start off by showing you the garden and its current state. We definitely have our work cut out for us. Yesterday we went to Menards and we bought our plant starters for the year. And like I said, I am going to show you the garden. I may have already showed you the garden actually, depending on how I do this video, but I wanted to show you what we got and what we plan to plant this year. So this is the first plant we got. It is the Bonnie Original. It's just a red slicing tomato. I've actually never tried this kind, but I don't know. I decided to try this one this year. Over here we have snap beans or green beans. That's the Blue Lake Bush style. We did try green beans since we lived here one time and it was a massive fail. So we are going to try again. But yeah, it was a fail. I think we got one green bean, seriously. So it was kind of a joke, but we decided this year to try it again. So we are going to try it again. Next here in the plant starts, we have red bell peppers. I love bell peppers and I've never done bell peppers since we've lived here. I have done jalapenos and banana peppers. And they weren't super prolific, but I did get a few of each. And so we'll see how the red bell peppers do. I know a big problem for our peppers, I think, is our lack of sunlight. So we'll just have to see. Our tomatoes typically do okay. So I don't know. We'll see how the bell peppers do. The next thing I got here was basil. This is sweet basil. And I love it when I get to have a basil plant. So my favorite pizza is a margarita pizza, and we have homemade pizzas fairly regularly. And recently I've been doing, I'm still calling it a margarita pizza, but I have really been liking doing a pizza with zucchini, tomato, and then fresh basil on the top. It is so good. And so I love having the basil plant in the summer that I can just go get fresh basil. And I'll also add it anytime we make something Italian like lasagna or anything like that. And even a good tomato basil mozzarella salad in the summer. Ooh, it's so good. So I'm super excited about that basil. The next thing I got here were these. I've never done these either. They're the Sun Sugar Yellow Cherry Tomatoes. We do cherry tomatoes every year. We do have a standard cherry tomato plant as well that we'll get to, but I wanted to try to do those this year. I thought that I think the yellow is really pretty, and I thought it would be kind of fun to try to do something different. Next here is my zucchini. It's just the Black Beauty zucchini. So I love zucchini. I am the one in our house that really, really, really loves it. I don't eat it a lot throughout the year, but in the summer, you better believe I am eating zucchini with every meal. So I am super excited to have zucchini this summer. We always have a great success with zucchini. I mean, we get so many, it's crazy, and I am very excited about that. Back here, we have another, it's the same as the other one, it's just the Snap Bean Heirloom Blue Lake bush. It's the green beans. So we did 2 plants this year, hoping that we will get a big enough harvest that we can enjoy green beans several times for several different meals. So we'll see. The next thing I got here, this is a new one for me too. It's called a Mr. Stripey Heirloom Tomato. Let me see if I can show you this picture. Doesn't that look beautiful, that tomato? So I wanted to try that. Last year I tried doing the, what are they called? Cherokee Purple. Those did not do very well here. I did have success with the just red, standard red slicing tomatoes. I can't remember which kind I got last year. I might have just got, I think they were called like Big Boy or something. And the Cherokee Purple didn't do super well, but we'll see. I'm hoping that maybe I'll have some success with those. I thought they looked beautiful. I thought they would be fun to try. Next thing we got here is just these, let's see if I can show you, super sweet cherry tomatoes. So these are just the standard cherry tomatoes. Again, we love getting cherry tomatoes. They're just good to snack on. And then also not even just that, but like I said, if I have the basil, I can do the basil and then cherry tomato and mozzarella salad. And it's just a super fresh, easy side dish in the summer. And I think it's super good. So I'm excited about that. And then the last plant start we got were the Bonnie green bell peppers. So I did the red bell peppers over here, and then I got green bell peppers as well. Again, I've never done bell peppers, so we're just gonna experiment. I'll take you along and I'm gonna show you how they do this year. But those are all the plant starts we've got. We are starting our garden about a week early this year. So we typically start it in, I would say like the 1st of May. Oh, there's a cute little bird out there. He's so tiny. I don't think you can see him. Anyway, I don't know. We are starting it a little bit earlier this year, but I'm still pretty, I mean, it'll be perfectly fine. I've looked at the weather and I think we're beyond the frost warnings, and for our area now is a perfect time to plant anyway. So I think we'll be good. And then I'm sure I showed you already, but we need as much sunlight as we can get. And so before our trees get all the leaves, that's gonna give all these plants a really good head start. But the last 2 things, this was just a fun experiment we wanted to try. We decided to try to do a little bit of corn. My son, he loves corn on the cob, and I don't make it a lot because I don't like it very much, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, I think it tastes really good, but I always cut it off the cob, I guess is what I mean. So most of the time I still just will, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But we decided to try this. I think if it works, it'll be awesome. I don't really expect it to work, if I'm being honest. I've heard corn is kind of hard to grow, but I don't know. We live in Indiana, so I mean, there's corn all over Indiana, so who knows? Maybe we'll have a super successful corn harvest and I'll be thoroughly surprised and thoroughly happy about it. But anyway, last but not least, we're doing these pumpkins. So did I try to do pumpkins one year? I think I maybe tried, but I think I planted them really late. These ones for my region, we're in Indiana, which is the green, May to June. So we will be planting these right at about the time we need to. And I'm hoping for maybe a couple of pumpkins that we can turn into pumpkin pie come Thanksgiving time. So obviously I'm sure I'll get them sooner than that. But yeah, I've got chickens coming around Anyway, so yeah, that was the last thing, and that's everything that we're going to be planting. So I'm going to show you us getting all of this in the ground. Like I said, I don't know that we're going to do plant them today. It's really, we only got them just so that we are ready to go when my husband has the time. He works, obviously, and so he should have the time this weekend, and we're either probably going to be able to do it Friday or Saturday. But here's everything that's going in the ground, and I'm going to show you that as soon as we get them planted. The checkout got us, and we ended up with a hummingbird feeder too. They're loading up the back of the truck now, but yep, I got a strawberry plant as well, which I'm excited.